Hi everyone, it's March 7th, 2013, and I'm getting ready to have a little bit of beer before bed. It's called a oatmeal stout. I didn't realize until I had moved back to Kansas in the last half year or so that we have a lot of really good local beer brewery operations going on. I think it was about $8.50 for 6 of these bottles by the time tax was included. I apologize that things are sort of messy here right now. I'm not the best housekeeper because I'm not really here that much. You can sort of see how things look. I don't have the light on now. Oh, what a week. What a time it has been. I have to say that I'm typically not directly involved or implicated in a lot of things that happen, but a lot of dramatic things can happen around me or to people around me. I think I, as a single person, am not impacted by a lot of things in the same way. Some of you know a little bit about what goes on for me, and most just kind of have a general idea, but I mostly came back to Kansas after traveling and living abroad for quite a few years, although not straight through, because I had sort of a premonition that things were going to start happening in the family or around me to people I know. And actually, a death wave started immediately after I came back, and it's gone on pretty much unabated since then. And the latest one really just took the cake. I mean, it was major. I had a second cousin that we're pretty sure, well, he did commit suicide, that's for sure. And even before it was announced, I was just sure that that's what had happened because of how long he had been missing and so forth. Oh, and by the way, the TV here rarely gets used. It's just that it's perfectly functional, so why take it out? But anyway, yeah, he had been missing for a few days, and I was just pretty sure. A lot of money, property, and business involved, and there's just a lot that could be said about that, and leaving fairly young children behind. And I don't know them well enough to know what's going on or to intervene. It would just be really inappropriate, in my opinion, to intervene in any way. But I think that something that is also interesting in connection with this is I see a lot of very, very sweeping, almost crazy movements going on right now. And some of it's not necessarily bad. Where do I begin? Well, one thing for certain is, just from anecdotal evidence, there's a lot more animal activity going on in my area right now. A lot of animals I haven't seen around for many years have started cropping up and have been here ever since I returned in August. And my best friend here, she mentioned tonight that the animals seem a lot more chatty and vocal right now than before. And I know that the bird population is really high, relatively. And then just when it comes to human activity, so many established figures just being replaced one by one by one by one by one right now. And in my immediate proximity, in addition to this suicide in that area, an area that a branch of my family kind of dominated historically, every person is going to sell every last acre of it, and it's just gone. It's totally going to be gone in a few months' time. And people are cashing the chips in just to get out. I don't know if it's really at a reasonable return or not, because prices are distorted both upwards and downwards at all times. I can see that, well, if you read my article about 2013, and I'll put the general link to my website, Tarot World Tour at WordPress, sorry, Tarot World Tour .wordpress.com. You can see that the cards that I did just said deconstruction all around. It's just like everything is turned on its axis this year. And it's going to be quite harsh, but I don't know how it is around you, but a lot of people seem very ambivalent or nonchalant about it. It's like we've gotten used to it now, and some people welcome it. It's good to have a lot of these things turned around. Not all of us will really come out ahead on this deal, I'm afraid. I think it's going to be a mixed bag for a lot of people, myself included. But if you can maintain a sense of humor about it and just try to do a few small good deeds in your day, it's not going to be so bad, and it's certainly not historically the worst. It's just very compressed and very sharp. So there are ways to get around it. Yeah, I'm just kind of floored, and I have to say that I feel very sheltered from it for reasons that you might be able to pick up on. And yeah, I hope all of you are in secure positions. I have gotten many, 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 many requests to do tarot lately. Wouldn't you figure that the moment that I really don't have the mental capacity to do it is when I'm inundated with requests and stuff. I just physically can't withstand it right now. I'll come back to it. I promise that, but it's been this way for about a month and a half. I just don't have the energy for it, and I don't want to provide a lackadaisical service in that way. And I can see a lot of people just kind of withholding their stuff. Although, in terms of open-mindedness and creativity, I can see a very strong formative stage in a lot of people. I'm sorry to be sort of directionless on some of this, but I just want to sort of reiterate that things will be okay. Just there isn't going to be a return to the old norm for a very long time, and I think most people have accepted that. Now, the upside is that nature seems to be recovering, and people are more fortified than they were before. So I thank you for watching, and many blessings to you. Goodbye.